So let me take you to another farm, another piece of land just behind this house and show you, come, this is
Let me show them.
the crop, all right? This is the fruit of the crop that it produces. With this, if I can even squeeze it with just my fingers, you are going to see some, little, it produces a little bit of oil fragments on my fingers. So this is the crop. It is very, very important. All right. If you ask any African about this, they will sure know of this crop and they will tell you that it's very, very important. So if you come to the motherland and invest in this particularly with the other ones that I talked about, plantains and some other food crops, you are going to make a lot of money here in the motherland. Agriculture in Africa is one of the best way you can acquire a lot of wealth for yourself. I'm talking to the diaspora. If you come to Africa, you want to invest in agriculture. This is one of the businesses that a lot of people are making money here in Africa. If you have, especially if you have the finance to invest and to back it up. In today's video, I'll be showing you some major food crops that if you come to the motherland and invest in these crops in the sector of agriculture, you are going to acquire a lot of wealth because these crops are consumed here in the country and they can also be exported into neighboring countries that surrounds Cameroon. So come with me, let me show you all some food crops that I'm talking about. This is a small piece of farmland just around the house, which some people that have this small piece of land has just cultivated this food crop slash cash crop for consumption purposes, and they are also taking some of it to the market to sell, to make a little bit of cash. So that is why I'm always telling the diaspora that agriculture, if you are coming to Africa, one of the ways you can make a lot of money, one of the best way to invest in is agriculture. The name of this food crop slash cash crop is called plantain here in Africa and in Cameroon. And so plantain is heavily consumed here in Cameroon, and it is also being exported out of the country into the other neighboring countries that surround Cameroon. So if you are coming here to invest in agriculture, and it is not only this one, there is a lot of other crops like maize, cocoa, coffee. There is a lot of other cash crops that you can invest on, and maybe if you also have some other crops that you already know how to cultivate it there in the United States or there in the diaspora, you can bring it to the motherland and invest in it. So this is just some of the ways you can make money through agriculture here in Africa. So let me take you to another farm, another piece of land just behind this house and show you, come, let me show them. In this piece of land, you are going to find different crops that has just been cultivated there in a small scale, which is very, very important. Now, first, I'm going to be showing you all what we call here in Africa palm. This this is what we call palm here in Africa, and it is very, very important. It is a very, very big cash crop here in the motherland because with this it is used to produce what we call red oil. There is a particular oil here in Africa that is known as red oil. It is a traditional palm. It is a traditional cash crop, and it has a lot of money in which if you invest in it, buy maybe some hectares of land and invest in this cash crop that you are seeing here, you are going to make a lot of money. And if you also take a look at in this little piece of land, You are also going to see different kind of crops. You see what we call cocoyams here. You see plantains. You see, so this is just a little skill that someone that is having this land has just, you know plants and cultivated for food consumption, and to also take some of it to the market if there is an extra. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because, like I said, agriculture, it is very, very important, especially if you have the finance to invest in it and to back it up. All right. The palm that I was telling you about, that it can be used, it is very, very important here in the motherland, because it produces red oil, which is a traditional African production of oil that we don't use this other one, like the granite oil or the oil that has been imported. It is a traditional African oil. So this is the crop. All right. This is the fruit of the crop that it produces. With this, if I can even squeeze it with just my fingers, you are going to see some, little, it produces a little bit of oil fragment on my fingers. So this is the crop. It is very, very important. All right. If you ask any African about this, they will sure know of this crop, and they will tell you that it's very, very important. So if you come to the motherland and invest in this particularly, with the other ones that I talked about, plantains and some other food crops, you are going to make a lot of money here in the motherland.